This is a training video on how to submit a loan to processing. So Ryan, here we got Stephen Laura Prift. The first thing a lot of times we're going to do when we're trying to submit a loan to processing, we're going to see if we got our e-disclosures back. So the disclosures have gone out, so we hit the retrieve button. Okay, so it looks like they've already been downloaded. But let's say you log in here and they haven't been downloaded yet. A lot of times they'll be listed here and you hit this button download. Okay, and you just let it sit and it downloads all the disclosures. Okay, in this particular case, I must have already downloaded them. Okay, so we've got our disclosures back, so that's good. Then let's go to the E folder. Let's see, do we have any docs? So file manager. Okay, yep. Looks like we got tax certificate wiring. Looks like we got all our title work back already. Wow. Huh. That's good.
Now, who's ordering title?
Jessica. So, which is good because she must have done that. Like I submitted the loan in the loan setup and just had her do it. Okay. Now the next thing here is, do we have any actual income and asset documents?
Do we need title work before we submit to processing?
Not to processing, but to get into underwriting, we do.
Okay, and do I need to like get with her? Or does she just automatically order them?
You need to send her an email on how to do that. So typically, great question. Here's what I'll send you the sample I did. So after I sent disclosures out, which, yeah, this is good for you to learn because like you'll end up doing this on the new ones you did. Okay, so Prift. Trying to find the sample email template. I don't find it. I hate searching in Outlook sometimes. Here we go. Okay, let me forward this to you, Ryan. Sample template. Submitting new refi to loan setup slash processing. I wasn't ready to submit it to processing yet, so what I did is I basically submitted it to loan setup. Okay, but actually this would be, you know what? Actually, no, this is not a submitted a new. This would be requesting title work. Okay, there we go. So boom. So I just sent that to you so you kind of type it up, right? And so I requested this on the 22nd. So that's why we have it back already. So that helps.
I thought you said Jessica orders title back.
She does. So Jessica is the one that's going to follow up. Typically, she orders the title work on purchases. What happens is on refinances, she gets overwhelmed and 4 or 5 days go by before she does it. So I just started doing it myself. I mean, it doesn't take long to type the email up and CC her. And then what happens is when it gets sent back in, it gets sent to Jessica. Jessica puts it in the file. And so here, I should have updated this button on 522. I didn't, so I'm going to just change this. Do we need an appraisal on this file? I think we got an appraisal waiver for that. Proof eligible. Yep, we got an appraisal waiver. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click this button here. It says no appraisal is needed. We can approve the loan with an appraisal. I'm going to click that button there. We're not going to get much done in this training. Sorry. But, okay, so I'm going to click these two buttons here. That way the file is basically updated in Flowify. So that helps. But it looks to me like we need some docs. So the first thing I would say when we're wanting to submit this processing is we go to borrower summary VS2. I think on this particular one, I may have already filled in a lot of the blue boxes. Yep. See how what happens is when a box needs to be filled in, it's blue, but I've already filled all these in. So this actually shouldn't take you very long to milestone it to processing. Like really, honestly, we could probably go ahead and milestone this to processing right now. I want to show you the actual step of doing it. We hit loan manager. So I went to log, then I went to send to processing, and then loan manager. I'm going to choose corporate processing team. So that way it's going to get assigned there. And then I'm going to hit finished. Okay. Now what's going to happen is this is going to milestone it to processing, but we don't have all the docs in the file yet. So what I want you to do is do a needs list and put them all in the file. But that's literally, so in terms of the training, the very first thing you do if you get ready to start working on the next round, the first thing you're going to do is download the disclosures. So I showed you how to do that. The second thing you're going to do is go to this thing, borrower summary, VS2, and you're going to answer all the questions that have blue boxes. So like this one is not using taxes. This one is not using taxes. Is there a gap? I've already answered all these questions, so they're not populating as being needed to be completed. But see all these questions along the right, I went ahead and answered all these questions. So if you want, you can kind of come back and look at this file, the PRIFT, and it'll give you could have two encompasses open, and this will kind of show you how to do it. So really what I need from you on PRIFT is I'm going to hit save. Okay. And then once you've answered all those questions, Ryan, on the origination screen VS2, you come back to log, you hit send to processing, you select corporate processing, and then you hit the milestone button. Okay. Now, obviously, go through it on the ones when you are ready to do it, and you'll. I see sometimes it did not pass. I don't know why it gives that error. To me, that's not a huge issue. Usually, we can work through that. But let's see here. Yeah, so that one's. I mean, really, I would say what you're going to want to do is click the E folder and add stuff into the file manager. Do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So PRIF number one is let's get a needs list out. When it comes back in, put the docs in the file manager. Okay.
Okay.
And then we can do a more in-depth training tomorrow, or you can maybe get with Tony. Let me hit stop recording. Okay.